Being selfish nowadays protects you from a lot of drama and a lot of the problems that you would deal with that come with other people. But one thing I've never understood are the people who are naturally selfish and they try to make it seem like that's a good way to be, or this is how you should be to protect yourself or your life. Those people have never given anything to anyone or done anything for someone else. But they'll sit here and tell you because they might be socially successful or economically successful. They'll sit here and try to teach you things that they learned from being a selfish person. I always used to be an upbeat person and a nice person and tried to be giving and caring. I was overly giving and caring most of the time. Over half of my life, I cared about other people more than I cared about myself. Now I'm on a different path. Now I'm trying to fix myself and my own problems, and I don't have time for anybody else's bullshit. But the thing that always bothered me was these people. But I realized living life and helping so many people and trying to do things for people and then looking around trying to figure out where can I go for help, and there was no one ever there. So it's kind of ironic. It's an oxymoron, but it's an ironic thing. Like, I realize why people end up the way they do, why good people turn bad. And on top of that, the worst people are the ones who always try to act good later on in life. They end up going to church, or they end up acting like they're giving and helping people, to feed people at a shelter and stuff like that, because they're actually trying to fix the problems they created for themselves mentally by being bad people to other people throughout their earlier life. You'll notice that with older men that used to be gangsters and have been in prison all of their life, they get to 55 years old, 60 years old, and they try to make it seem like they have lessons to learn. Motherfucker, you didn't learn the lessons when you were supposed to. And now you're trying to teach people these things, but in reality, you should have shut the fuck up. You passed up the lessons. You have nothing to teach anybody at that point. There's a point when you make mistakes, and then you can teach people how to not make those mistakes. But those guys that spent 30, 40, 50 years of their life doing the wrong things, those people, any people in those types of situations, those people are the ones that bother me the most, because it's just another way you can see that everything is so fake.